Hi there, this is Rich Page, and this is a website review for emaillistverify.com. Okay, so I'm going to look at this through the eyes of an expert myself, but I'm also going to look at it through the eyes of a first-time visitor. It's important to understand what types of questions they may be having, what they may be thinking, what might be confusing them, because that's going to impact the amount of people signing up for your service. Okay, so I am on your homepage, and I'm going to just start talking about some of the things that are good, and also some of the things that I would definitely improve. Okay, so the first thing I see when I get there is the very, very strong big headline, the fastest way to improve email list deliverability and ROI. And then check out our app for free by entering an email address and get results in seconds. Enter your email address, verify it now. Okay, the fastest way to improve email list. 202,000 email addresses. These are very strong numbers. I like these business usage numbers. It makes me think that a lot of people are using this service, so this is very good. The headline is not bad. I'm going to continue trusting my leading companies. This is good. It's good social proof. Freshen up your email list to make it more role. Okay. Fresh and effective. Features. Okay. You're the best at validating email addresses. Okay, so we got a simple page here. One of the biggest things that I see with this, and I had a look earlier at this, is that it's not clear why someone should really clean their email list. I mean, you mentioned why does the ROI go up? I don't understand that, and you don't really clearly explain how this works. You say that it's super fast and eliminates bounces, but why does that increase your return on investment of your current list? I don't really get that. I think if you explain how it works and why it does increase your ROI and how much you can save on average, I think that's going to help. But it just looks like it's just a tool for verifying that emails are correct, which I don't understand what impact that has on ROI, because if you take away someone's email address, then you're still going to have to, you'll be sending it to less people, so that shouldn't actually save you any money. Maybe you will, but it's not clear. You're not explaining how this ROI part, which is really important to because people won't understand this. Because I did a look if there's other current tools for this. I did a search on Google for improve email list deliverability, and I don't see any paid solutions for this. I see a bunch of blog articles that tell you how to do this, but none of these are even mention the impact that it has on ROI. So I think you're going to struggle to convince people to do this when there's no competing offering to compare it to, because people won't understand why they have to use a tool. And that's the other thing is to try and explain why they need to use a tool rather than doing it in their email marketing tool like Aweber or Constant Contact or GetResponse or whatever. You can, I imagine, if you stated that you can't do this in some of the leading email tools out there, that's going to help. It's not clear on this page. So see, what I would do is, why do you need to clean your email list deliverability, and then explain the reasons why that it makes sense. You kind of mentioned it here. Get your fast email list. You're just telling people again. This is almost repeating this kind of header area, the wording you're using. This area, because we are the best hosted email validation, perform checks and cleans email lists. Doesn't really help explain much more. The images are kind of hard to read. They're very small looking. I would have a video of the tool in action. Click here to watch the tool in action, how simple and easy it is to use, and then that'll help people understand the features better. does not send emails to your contacts during RFA. I would probably reword that. That this almost makes it sound like other people do. It's not clear whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Super simple pricing with no setup fees and no strings attached. This is a bit mysterious because you've got 5 different options here. 5 is much too many. Conversion studies have shown, marketing studies have shown that when you offer 3 choices, they're going to likely pick the more central one of the offers, which you've got here, but you've got 2 on either side. So you're all the way from $39 to $599. So it's not clear. It looks like all the only difference is you're paying for the email addresses. So you need to mention the price savings on these. So this one mention that you save X amount of money over this, because they have to work it out themselves, so it's a bit hard. So mention the savings that you get by getting this level, and then it's not really clear that the price changes based on if you choose monthly or pay-as-you-go. I don't know what the difference between pay-as-you-go and monthly is. This is just a one-time fee. That's not very clear. This is much more expensive. So you need to explain this a lot better because it's a bit hard to understand. You know, and you need to be offering some kind of guarantee with this. How do people know it's going to work when they spend this money? I would say you get help from an account manager, maybe, or something. And then the other problem is, if they read this and they're like, okay, cool, I want a bit more information. There's nothing else for them to read. There's no pop-ups, nothing else to click on. There's no other pages. So you're hoping that this one page is going to sell them something that costs this amount of money, which is, people aren't going to pay $170 for. It's not even clear whether that is just a one-off fee or monthly. And they're just not likely going to do that unless they really know your product and have used it before or have had a referral or something. Other things that are missing on this page are you don't have any testimonials. Certainly, I mean, you've got some good social proof with these 2 things, but the other thing is lacking is you need to have a good short testimonial from someone who's really found your tool very useful. And if you can, the impact on ROI, because you mention it up here, but you don't really explain that anywhere else. You mention ROI again here, but again, you don't mention why it increases your ROI. I would say you also need to have some more pages up here. I'd have a features page that goes over all these features in more detail. So each of these can have a learn more that takes them through to that part of the features page. Because, you know, show them a screenshot of each one. That's gonna really help. A site that I really like for a service-driven site to kind of copy, look, and feel is Wistia. I really like what these guys do with for example, the features page. They actually use video and even animated imagery to show things, showcase different aspects of their tool. So I think this is a really great way for you to explain different parts of your tool and on a features page that seems to be kind of lacking. I would also have a why us page that explains the reasons why someone should use this service rather than not using this service. Explain what is, maybe it's going to save a lot of people a lot of time. And really focus on how this compares to not doing it. How does it eliminate bounces? I mean, it eliminates bounces, yeah, but you're eliminating email addresses. So I'm not sure whether that's the right way of doing that. Pay for only cleared invalid emails with pay-as-you-go package. So I don't understand that. So So this means you get 100k emails removed for 169. What if this is less? How does someone know how many they're going to get? So what I would do, I would not have a buy now. I would get them to just use the verify for free now. I don't know what's going to happen when I put my details in here. The other thing that's confusing is, as this is sticking, which is good to have something sticking, but as I said, you need to have the other navigation options up there. It mentions this free sign up, which you don't repeat that wording again. You are verified now, and then you've got verify now and then free sign up, and then you don't have that again. You just got the buy it now. So that's, and then this is confusing. Sent to us. What's this? This looks a bit basic. It almost looks like it's unfinished. This is poor English. This doesn't do much to help your credibility and whether people will want to trust you. Even small things like that are gonna make people think, send to us. What does that mean? Send to us. You need to give someone a reason there to contact you if that's what that is, and explain what that is. Like, just seems not particularly good English, even though you've got an English address here, but you've got a Hong Kong address there. You also need to have an About Us page. These they look a bit unfinished too, almost look a bit broken with these question marks here, with these little bullet points. I would have an About Us page that explains about the company and who's behind it, because people are going to want to know that to be able to trust using you. I would also have some secure seals. I have no idea what this Komodo thing is, and most of us won't know either. This one down here is VeriSign something. This is one that you need to make much bigger, because that's going to be the kind of trusting, help build security, and that people will trust you. Okay, so I'm going to try putting my details in here because I have no idea what's going to come next. Well, actually, I'm just going to put something else in. I don't necessarily want to give a real email address right now. Okay, that's not particularly good. I have no idea what happened there. That's very mysterious. So yeah, you want to definitely check what happened there, because that's going to be pretty frustrating for a visitor to know what's going on there. So it's not going to, it doesn't give them much confidence that this works if there's no communication about what's just happened and then what the next steps are. So I'm going to refresh that, see if that comes back. Yeah, it comes back. So, and it's not clear. This section here isn't clear. Check our app. What does this mean? Check our app by entering an email address. What are these results? I think you need to really clarify this a bit better. Is this going to tell me how many emails? I don't understand. Like, what that can tell me just by giving an email address. Because this makes it sound like you're going to verify my email address. So I think this is the wrong call to action button. So this should be check your email list, verify your email list, not verify it now, because that, as I said, this applies to this. So I would definitely change around this, and then explain this a bit better. Check our app for free. I mean, it's not clear how this is going to work. Is it only free to check one time? Is there going to be charging in the future? It's just a bit confusing. This kind of competes with this section down here about this telling you how many emails you have to check. Is this a limited check, or just explain what this is? Like a free sample check or something? Because you mentioned the word app up here, and then you don't mention the word app again. That I clearly see. You mentioned hosted email validation service now, not app, so that's confusing. As I said, you definitely want some video screenshots that can be clicked and zoomed in. Mentioning savings is really going to help you there. Testimonial. I would add another call to action at the end. Again, repeat this, whatever the correct one is. So this should be down at the bottom. Verify free now. And I would probably put this on a pricing page, this form, and then having a pricing page up here, and then at the end of this page, just repeat this free option, because ultimately you want their email address. Because when you do have their email address, I imagine it's going to greatly increase the chances of you converting them, because it sounds like you're converting more people once they've given their email address to you. So that's going to help. I would probably put some imagery in here regarding like a background of here. This seems a bit plain, this blue. But like a background, email related background to here. That'll help visitors. Give some context. You don't have to do a video like these guys have done. These guys actually have an embedded video. You don't have to go to that extent, but just have a background here. That's going to help. Have a question, chat with us. I don't know what that means. Why do I care about who's been active? But it's good that you have a live chat system. I would pop this up. Have a question. If people seem to be stuck on this page for a little while, like I have been. So as I said, you need some more options up here. You need a why use us page. You need a features page. I would even have a testimonials page, and then an about us page up here, and then free sign up. Free. This should be a free trial check or something. Again, it has to. All these wordings have to match the action that you want them to take, which should be the free trial or what the free check of something in order to get their email address to give them that. Then I don't know how good your email list autoresponder series is. Using something like Aweber to set up a autoresponder series. But over the series of a few weeks, maybe a month, send them a couple of emails a week that give them more information about the benefit of this, giving them free information, pointing them to useful other information. That's going to help. So another thing I would definitely add on here is you need to add in the reasons why you need to do this rather than doing it manually. Because for me, I could probably go into the tools and do it manually. So you need to be mentioning definitely that it saves you a lot of time, 500 email per second. Compare this to doing it manually. This is much better than doing it manually. Because they need to compare it to something. As I said, you don't seem to have any competitors when I searched. I'm going to do email list verified to see if that is good, I think. Email validator. Okay, what's this? Okay, so you could probably do this free. Okay, free trial. So this might be a good option. They're allowing you to submit a sample of them for 100 of them for free. So this is a good language. We'll clean up to 100 for free. Clean up to 100 free now. And then that would be a really strong incentive rather than this, because it's unclear whether it's not very transparent. It's not very clear of exactly what you're going to get from this. Okay. So, and then as I said about the pricing page, you can leave this on here And then, as I said, for each one, do a learn more that will take them through to that relevant page on the features page. I would add a tagline actually under here that relates to, you know, the major benefit of your business. Like three to 5 word tagline would help, because people are going to look up here. Testimonials, I mentioned, definitely had to have a module for that before the pricing. And then that's if you want to even keep the pricing on this page. You could have a see our pricing button that takes through to the pricing page. Then testimonials, you could do a video testimonial too as well. That's going to help build trust and believability of that testimonial even more. The headline, the fastest way to improve email list deliverability and ROI. I mean, I don't know whether even taking this off, because unless you can explain it, it almost seems like, I don't know, that you're just making it sound like they're going to save money, but you're not really explaining how. So maybe I would also probably have a blog, so you can start explaining all this email list deliverability, and then that way you'll get some great traffic that you can try and convert, with a sidebar. In the sidebar, you would have an option to verify 100 or whatever it is for free, and then at the end of the article too, have a little promo, and then you can start using that for social media to try and get more traffic, and then that would convert. I'm not sure what your main source of traffic is at the moment, but that's I would definitely consider doing that too. I would also add a phone number a bit more prominently. You got it up there. You could probably put it right up in the top corner. That's going to help build credibility again. So let me just check some of your other competitors. See if I can see anything else. Here we go. Found one. Verify email verification. See, this is a really good screenshot. At least you can see everything on there. I mean, you can't zoom in, you can't play it. Here we go. So this is much better visualization here of the results. And look, they've even got a picture of an app. So this makes it look very up to date. See, this is the wording that I think you should definitely add. You're not mentioning what will happen if you don't clean your list. The more you bounce, the lower your sender reputation. Reduce your bounce rate by 98%. That's good wording in there. 10 times reduction. That's, what does 10 times mean? Showing actual numbers, bounce rate numbers. See, here we go. This is great. Shows you exactly how it works. You don't even have to press play on anything. And they've got a good sticky. See, they have a features page. Actually, I wouldn't do that. I would actually send it to a features page because that's confusing. It shows it on app. Looks very professionally done inside here. It's a bit big. Penny per verification. This is pretty good. They're giving context to the price, whereas you're just showing just a big number. So the lower the price you make it seem per email, the more choices, the more likely someone is going to sign up. So this is you could probably even just do this. Look, calculate your email. This is really good. I like this. How many you've got and how much is it going to cost. Whereas here, this looks like you're signing up for some plan or something, which doesn't look like you are on this pay-as-you-go. And the only difference is the amount of emails. There's no other difference, it looks like. So I would probably switch to this too. This is a really good system. I would say this saves X amount of money over, the best one of how much it saves over the lowest one, over the lower one. Sign up. Yeah, so this is they're doing a lot of things that I was mentioning that you seem to be missing. So use this as a kind of benchmark. But they still don't have things like testimonials. They don't have social proof as good as yours, but their imagery is very good, and their pricing way of doing this is much better than yours. Okay, so use that. Let's see if there's anything else. I mean, that was much better than the first one I saw. As a park. Looks like a program you download. So I would so now you have found some competitors for the Why Us page. I would have a little table that compares you and your couple of competitors along the kind of columns here, and then have the major areas of your sort of offering on the left as rows, and you put checkpoints and X's in the things that are good and not good, and make yourself look better than the competitors. So that's gonna help people understand why they should choose you. Okay, then like why it's better than, for example, this one, like rather than using a tool that you buy one-off. This is another one here. Now I get blocked. Yeah, this is a bit annoying here. This is very confusing. An FAQ page would be good as well. Let's see, it's good they popped up this live chat thing. I don't want it. They should. Yeah, so just wrapping up then. Yeah, I mean, it's not the best thing as I get said at these parts here. Adding in the other testimonials, using the one we saw earlier as a kind of a benchmark is going to help. Going back to this one here, Bright Verify. So remember that one, brightverify.com, and really clarify the ROI stuff. Explain, compare this to not doing it, and what it might mean if you don't clean it, that you could get in trouble. This is the whole risk messaging would probably convert quite well. Using imagery, much more imagery, having a features page, and using this model for pricing, as I said, instead of that, offering the free trial at the bottom, fixing this. Then I would even have an exit pop-up, so when you leave, you can use something like pop-up domination or opt-in monster to have a little pop-up that when they go to leave, it will mention, hey, get the free trial, rather than just letting them leave. So that will help. And then adding in the links up there, phone number, and I think that is it. So not really much else to think of. Oh yeah, and adding the different background image to here, and adding a tagline up there is going to help. But definitely these numbers are very good here. And I think that's about it, really. Quite simple page. Anyway, so hopefully that's helped, and let me know how things are going, and if you need any follow-up help, I can definitely do that. I can look at another variation. If you've got enough traffic, you could even do some A/B testing to see which variations are going to convert better. And yeah, that's it. So let me know how things go, and I appreciate you ordering. Okay, and if you could leave a review, I'd appreciate that too. Okay, thanks very much.